Is my mic on? Are we good? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Union Catholic Live Stream. We are back with the JV game, our little triple header again. Union Catholic versus Westfield. Union Catholic with a little heartbreaking loss in the freshman game. Union Catholic moving to 7-5 for our freshman team. But JV, I mean, probably.
They are 11-1.
Wow, 11-1. I mean,
what a start for them.
Really inspiring.
Coming off a tough loss versus Linden, they had the lead going into the fourth. Maybe not going into the fourth, but they had the lead at a point in the fourth. Gave up the lead, first loss of the season. But sometimes, a team needs that first loss to really humble them, bring them back down to earth, going into the playoffs.
No, absolutely. And Union Catholic has played Westfield once before as a JV team.
And
obviously they won because, their only loss was to Linden. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? I'm Evan Florick. I'm here with Andrew Miller. You did the freshman game. How's it going?
I did indeed. I mean, I'm a bit down after that performance. Tough loss there by the freshmen. They gave up a 16 or 18-point lead. Ended up losing by double digits. Massive swing for them. Coletti probably not happy with his team, but we'll see how Coach Young and this JV squad bounce back.
No, I mean, this has been one of the most exciting JV teams I have ever seen.
Oh, electric. They are probably beating almost every single JV team in the country. Probably even a decent amount of varsity teams in the country. Maybe some from like random states like, Nebraska, Montana. They've got a good shot against some of those varsity teams. But nonetheless, we've got a Union County matchup here. It's Westfield.
No, totally. I mean, you got, listen, Union Catholic JV versus Varsity Prestige Prep. Now we got action.
Oh, I think we've got a game on our hands.
We totally do. So it looks like we are getting into the action here.
Especially since 3 of those players were on the varsity team playing minutes versus Prestige Prep.
No, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I thought. My mom just texted me saying my mic wasn't working. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you much either, but, I trust our technical support team.
Why did you guys just lie to me? That's the thing. Said, is my mic on?
Me when I lie.
Our tech guy says yes. Hi, Mom. So, all right, our starting lineup for tonight, we got John Johnson, we got Io, we got Jaden Height, we got Christian Peralta, and we got the big fella, RJ Wicks.
Interesting that Io is now in for Tyler Altabelli, despite rumors being that Tyler Altabelli has moved up to varsity. Interesting move by Coach Young.
Very interesting move. Westfield will start with the ball.
I saw Coach Young watching his team during warm-ups. I don't think he was happy. A lot of guys not necessarily, not taking it seriously, but some goofing off occurring. And Coach Young absolutely hates goofing off, coming off of a loss. And I can say that as a former JV Warrior.
Starting off with a real quick bucket. Feed it to RJ in the paint. Did not feed it to him. Coach Young not happy with that. I mean, I wouldn't be either.
I mean, he wants energy coming off of that tough loss. You give up a bucket on defense, and then a sloppy turnover on offense. Not a good way to start it.
Not the way to start at all.
It's Io on the ball. Out to Peralta.
That's just wide open.
Unsure if a screen was set there or if it was just, a classic backdoor cut. But Union Catholic's defense cannot allow that. It'll be Peralta bringing it up. Sets up shop at the volleyball line. Right on the Viking S.
Listen, I'm not 100% sure if you brought it up during the freshman game. However, Union Catholic bowling. You did?
We did indeed.
Huge upset, and Jaden Height turns it over. Westfield with all the momentum right now.
Volleyball passes it out of bounds.
It will go to UC.
Jinx there. Don't know if Ryan Gorski's in the crowd, but something she would pull out. Sometimes she appears on the varsity broadcast because of, technical difficulties pulling up. You don't know what we're talking about.
Does she?
Yeah, you're not a technical guy.
Well,
you're a commentator only.
Nah, I'm the guy on the mic. Io drives. He's rejected. RJ offensive board.
I realize you had no idea what I was talking about because you don't do any tech.
No, I think I do know what you're talking about. When you're pulling up their player stats.
Yep, the player info.
The player info. It pulls up Gorski.
It's by default set to Gorski.
That's so funny because I remember when Nick Dahl was first showing me this stuff, it was in fact Gorski.
Yes. I don't think they have anyone else besides maybe, the volleyball players.
That's our all-time dig leader.
It's Height off the Johnson screen. Kicks it out to Peralta. Thinks about it. Kicks it back out to Height. Jab step. Passing on the 3. Peralta resets. Out to RJ.
Fella. Oh, offensive foul. Draws that charge. I mean, with the size disadvantage, that's a very smart play.
Definitely. That is fundamental Westfield basketball, They don't exactly produce Yao Mings out there, so you've got to be fundamental with those charges.
They don't produce Yao and songs either.
That was a good one, Evan.
I appreciate it. We'll be seeing Yao Ansong in the varsity game in about an hour and a half.
Union Catholic guards the screen well. Doesn't switch.
Oh, Peralta with the interception.
4-on-2 opportunity here for the Vikings.
Johnson.
It's good.
Draws contact and the finish. No foul called. However, Union Catholic is on the board. Still down 2-4.
It's Io on the ball. Still in the backcourt. Westfield gets it over. It'll be a foul call. Reach in. So on number 11, John Johnson. He's a freshman. I mean, he's a great player for just a freshman.
Now, I got to say, the Johnson family is not the most original at naming their kids. This is John Johnson the 4th.
Is it actually?
This is John Johnson the 4th.
Wow.
Do you think he's the type of guy to keep the namesake going?
Oh, he's got it. I mean, once you get to 4.
I feel like once you get to 4, you can't stop. Wide open in the corner. He's going to fire one. It's good. Right over Wicks.
I mean, Star Wars kept going to 9, even though they really shouldn't have. So, I mean, why not for John Johnson when he's a great player?
That's fair. Varsity All-Star Greg Valoria has entered the building. Wicks misses the layup. Oh, but he grabs his own board. Big body. Misses his own putback.
You know, despite the 2 misses, I expect him to feast today. I want him to keep chucking up the ball, keep putting up layups, because eventually they're going to fall, and he should dominate against this really undersized Westfield team.
He should be getting minimum 15 rebounds per half. Peralta with the steal. Dunk it. Oh, that is a hard foul. Push in the back.
I mean, I was confident in his ability to put that in the rim.
Ooh, Wicks is on the ground.
Yep. We hope he feels better.
Wicks is going to check out.
Coach Young wants a clear path foul.
As Ian Rogers checks in. He, of course, started the season a little bit late because of a knee injury.
I mean, if that was basketball, soccer, sorry, that's a red card. Slide tackle to the back, open goal opportunity.
Oh, of course. As a former soccer player myself, I can confirm. Maybe a yellow.
Not with a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Oh, of course. That's a penalty. Post up, young fella.
Ian going to work.
Oh.
Stripped on the great help defense by Westfield. The Blue Devils out and running. Missed the layup. It's Rogers with the rebound.
Yeah, buddy.
Johnson wide open underneath.
Rogers with the putback, though. Not been finishing on these rebounds. However, not been finishing on these offensive rebounds. However, they've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds. So it kind of works out.
That'll be a foul call.
I believe that will be against Christian Peralta. Yes, it will be. The one junior you're going to see for Union Catholic's JV team tonight, Jay Kane, will check in for the first time.
In for Peralta. Lethal shooter and provides good on-ball defense. I was confident in Io's ability to get that. Said slips into the backcourt.
I mean, one of the fastest off-ball players you're going to see.
I mean, McCabe is just salivating thinking about him on the track team.
Oh, man. I mean, I probably would be too. Fires the 3. Low arc. Rogers feasting on those defensive boards. Io cannot get a hand on it. Floater over Rogers, no good. It is off
Rogers' hand, yep. Tough break there for the Vikings. Ian Rogers snags the rebound over 2 guys. The Vikings have numbers, yet they cannot convert on the transition opportunity. It'll be Westfield ball underneath.
Rogers is a very aggressive rebounder.
He almost like Odell's it, high points the ball, then smacks it on the way down.
Fires the 3, only finds the backboard. 2 putbacks, all no good. Rogers finds a rebound.
He'll push. No guard available.
Kane in the corner. Johnson going to drive. Io's there. Finds no one. Never mind.
Jaden Height resets. Union Catholic frustrated with their offense right now. I want their best play call right now.
Height telling his team to slow down. He's going to drive. Find someone. Finds Io. Kane from the volleyball, at the volleyball line right now. Something told me he was going to shoot it. Imagine
he
that.
wanted to.
I know he wanted to. That's a travel. Almost looked like almost looked like a shot attempt there.
Yeah.
However, ref was not buying his tricks.
Did you know that you can actually airball a shot and catch it as long as it's like a valid shot attempt?
I think that's only at the NBA.
Oh, yes, you're right.
I think that's only at the NBA level.
Yes.
Well, at the NBA level, you can get away with just about anything you want.
That is true. It's John Johnson nearly with the steal on the Vikings classic JV full court press. I love what Coach Young has going on with that full court press. Unfortunately, it does not work out there. Westfield with an easy transition layup. It's 9-4 Blue Devils. Coach Young frustrated with the end of the Linden game and the beginning of this Blue Devil game.
Io's going to drive. He's going to be rejected.
I mean, I love the hop step from the kid, but unfortunately just does not get it to go. Blocked by Westfield.
One of the better driving guards you're going to see at the JV level. However, does not like swinging that rock. Fires the three from the corner. It's good.
Yeah, I think if Io can really,
Now, Coach Young is going to call a timeout.
This is the classic Coach Young early timeout. Usually he'll call it even earlier when he sees something he doesn't like. Instead, he decides to leave his guys out there, see if they can adjust in the Linden game. Maybe a bit of rust there from, the day off. It's not the case. Instead, they're really coming out slow. He's got to call a timeout.
I mean, yeah, no. You've played under Coach Young.
Yes.
You've seen this a million times. And you're probably going to see it a million more from Coach Young.
Definitely.
This is a classic trope of Union Catholic JV. They start
really
out
is.
slow. But this is arguably the most talented team we've seen out of Union Catholic JV ever.
Yes.
I mean, 11-1. The only reason we saw them lose to Linden is probably because we didn't see their starters as much as we possibly could have.
It was interesting what happened, actually. In the first quarter, he did not like what he was seeing out there. At the 2-minute mark, he takes all five subs out, gets a whole new lineup in. A lot of people who rarely play were in the game early on, and they performed well. Then he gets the starters back in. They play well, and they start to struggle a bit. The second line starts to struggle a bit, and then really none of the team can get it going. And they fumble the lead versus Linden for their first loss.
Very interesting.
Coach Young is a big believer in, you have to earn your playing time. It does not matter if you're the best player on the floor at a given moment. If you're not putting your work in, and if you're not performing at the level that you should be at, he will give other guys chances to, prove that they're worthy.
Rogers, midi fade. Why not?
I mean, that's a level to his game that I did not see last year. He's really improving in that department.
I mean, this is absolutely the reason. Oh, you want to finish over Rogers? Why even consider it? That's a 6'6" kid right there.
I mean, that is an aspect of the game that he did have last year, and he's really expanded on that this year as well.
This is a scary sight to see at JV. Ian Rogers and RJ Wicks on the floor at the same time. 2 6'6" varsity-level athletes.
I mean, they're probably bigger than what Westfield's going to bring out for their bigs tonight.
That's true. And keep in mind, they are maybe number 3 and 4 on our varsity level.
Yeah. Forward depth-wise.
Right. In terms of height, Wicks is swarmed. He's going to be fouled.
I mean, you got to keep going to him. He's got to keep putting up those bunnies, getting the rebounds. Eventually, one's going to go. Or they're going to have to hack a shack.
Why not, right? But however, I'm going to keep my mouth shut until after he shoots these. I have been unlucky far too long.
The announcer's jinx.
With far too little success. As we see more varsity players enter the arena. Wicks' first is good.
I believe that referee is a family relative of Indiana star basketball player Ethan Mbako. Quick fun fact.
Now, how do you know that?
Coach Young actually taught me that. Shout
Really?
out Coach Young.
Shout out Coach Young. His second is good. Now I'm going to say it. Wicks has been very good from the free throw line this season. He has been relatively consistent.
The Vikings failed to convert on that full court press. I know exactly what Coach Young wants out of that.
That floater, no good. Height going to push the pace for the Vikings here. Big to big action. Looking like the Cavs. Kane in the corner. He's going to drive. Tries to feed it. Will remain with the Vikings.
I won't, reveal what that play call was, but they were looking for RJ down low on the block, as you can see. Unfortunately, Westwood realized it too, and they swarmed him.
Peralta's checking in for Kane. I mean, this is probably the scariest lineup they got.
I'd say so. I mean, you could argue, a few different guards, but I really like this lineup because of the speed that Isle brings.
Absolutely.
Peralta did take a big hiatus after that first quarter foul. Back in the game now. Looking to get to work. Trying to find RJ. Massive mismatch.
Height from Narnia. It's good! Yeah, baby. We got a 1-point game here. Not gonna shoot it. And that shot,
great shot, but won't count.
The shot falls, but that is like 5 seconds after the buzzer.
Yep.
Either way, Jaden Height to end the quarter
Definitely.
with a very deep three. That's a Luke Shore style three right there.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, after the slow start in the Coach Young classic trope,
Yep.
calls that timeout, goes on a 7-0 run to end the quarter. I mean, the lineup adjustment worked. You see Wicks and Rogers out there. Hey, it works out.
It really did. One thing I'm loving from the Vikings, and this is really about Jaden Height, is last year he was an incredible player on JV as well, but he's really taking the leap now, right? Last year on JV, it was really Greg and Brandon Aponte running the show. Now he runs the show, and I've seen a lot of emotional maturity out there, right? Westfield went on a run there. He calmed the team down. He ran a play. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him, and I'm looking for more at the end of this first half. Sorry.
Oh, totally. I mean, he is a confident player, but not only that, he is a leader out there.
Yes.
I mean, for a young player, he is a leader. He has developed his game, but he's also, you're right, he's developed his maturity.
Yes.
And I think that is going to lead him to go very far in his basketball career. And you're going to see
some new faces here, yet
that's right.
Very talented faces.
I believe this is I think we've seen this starting lineup a time or two.
We definitely have. I believe this is actually the starting lineup that he went out with yesterday, but yet was frustrated with it. Altabelli and Kendall getting minutes now.
That's right. Johnson, Altabelli, Peralta, Wicks, Philistine. Philistine? I don't even know.
Put it up, big fella. In my opinion, he should not even think about, kicking the ball out. He's got to keep going up with it.
Travel is going to be called on Philistine.
Coach Young going to the full court press, man to man. He has the soft zone press, and he also has a man press. This will be his man press. Nearly results in the steal.
Very aggressive ball. But this just goes to show the trust he has in his depth, because he knows that his starters have to stay very healthy to keep them in this game, because this is a very aggressive Westfield JV team.
Yep. You have a forward on the block and then two guards guarding the two guards. Whichever guard does not get the ball, the opposite guard comes over, gets the inbounder. A lot of steals get generated off that. Altabelli blown by. Kendall with the help.
Pull up midi is good. First points of the quarter will go to Westfield.
They extend the lead to 3.
Still a one-possession game if they play the cards right.
Peralta smothered on the sideline, sorry.
However, UC keeps it alive.
RJ one-on-one, he is feasting. That is barbecue chicken for him.
He is too big. I mean, there's a reason he is just too big to not be on varsity. Put back, rattles in.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Coach Regan and you're seeing Shaquille O'Neal on the JV level, you got to move him up.
Peralta in the corner. He's fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. That is a smart play by Christian Peralta, baiting them to fire that.
Coach wants to talk it over with his team. Definitely going to talk about the full court press. He loves to press off of made free throws.
Adores that press. I have seen enough JV games where I can confidently say, and you've played enough JV games where you can confidently say, adores the full court press.
You could be the best player really on the planet, but if you can't full court press, you will not get minutes under Coach Young.
Listen, I looked away for about half a second. That first free throw was not even close.
But all that matters to Coach Young is if you make the last one so you can full court press.
Peralta second. No good.
That should be a free throw violation, I believe.
You would think so, right?
Yes.
Looked like it.
Miscounted the number of free throws left.
There's one left.
He thought there was one left on the last free throw. Should have been a violation, but nonetheless, Peralta will go to the line for one more.
It's up. In and out.
That is killer for Peralta and Coach Young. They really want to press off made free throws. Tough break for the kid.
Peralta, a very decent shooter. Gonna force that jump ball.
Yeah, I expect a lot of aggressiveness out of him. He's probably very frustrated with himself, missing 3 free throws in a row.
Height's gonna check in for Tyler. I mean, if the rumors are true, then he's keeping himself healthy for varsity.
He definitely is.
I mean, if UC Westfield varsity stays the way it did last game, then Tyler could very well see himself getting on that court.
Also a bit of a homecoming for him since he is a Westfield native.
Yes, he is. Fires from the corner. They have been very confident on that corner 3 this game.
Kendall needs to push this fast.
Foul going to be called on Philston.
Love the aggressiveness from him. Went straight at the Westfield defender. He had to foul. Maybe a foot height difference there.
That's true. Who will foul on the floor? Height to inbound. It's not until you see a smaller team like Westfield that you really see the size difference on this Union Catholic JV team. Inbounds, Peralta. Big fella keeping it alive. Feeds Johnson. Barely misses.
Love the look, though.
That's a great look. Being his size and finding that is remarkable, especially as a freshman.
Peralta on the ball. Hand out, forcing that 5-second violation. Coach Young loves when his on-ball defenders force 5-second violations.
Corner 3, fakes it.
Union Catholic, they recover spectacularly off the help defense.
Whoa.
One of the slowest 2 steps I have ever seen. Could have been a travel. Nonetheless, Union Catholic pushes.
Up and under, way under. Peralta showing off some handles. Feeds Philston. Off of Wick's foot.
Johnson was wide open on the opposite block. Didn't see it.
Peralta went for the steal. No good. Spins, travel called.
Kendall will come out for Rogers. ISO for RJ called on the block.
And, you wouldn't think you see RJ get blocked, but, nothing's impossible on JV. In the game you saw Lob City Vikings, but, they're going to keep swarming RJ, so.
I mean, despite giving the ball up, I love the play call, calling for an isolation down low with RJ. Didn't work out that time, but I expect that to work.
It hasn't worked a lot. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
It has to be mentioned that it has not been working.
But eventually it's got to fall.
Fade, and RJ swats it. I mean, Wicks cannot be happy after the game that's been going through for him. Fires the 3. No good. Peralta with the rebound.
3-on-2 opportunity here.
Oh, wow.
Strong off the backboard. Wicks puts it in, all the putback. Cuts the lead to 1. Westfield brings it up. 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Height over the screen. Guards the drive well. Now it's Ian on the ball.
How are you? Wow. Jump ball going to be called.
I mean, that is a bold move for the Westfield offensive player going through both RJ and Ian.
You stack those 2 on top of each other. They're 13 feet tall.
That is
Miller.
absurd.
That
wow.
is ridiculous. They are the average height of an NBA player. You understand that? Trying to finish between both of them. Christian, mini No good. RJ's put back. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Looking to give the Vikings their first lead of the game. Something to note, both teams have stayed relatively out of foul trouble. Wicks' first is no good.
Indeed, they have not really had to hack a Shaq because Shaq's been missing layups and been blocked a few times.
Nah, I mean, he has. Yeah. His second is good. And we're all tied up. For the first time since 0-0, we are all tied up. However, despite this, Wicks has been having himself a game. And I'll tell you what, I think he's got close to 10 rebounds. 3 balls good, and Westfield is in the lead again. When you don't have size, you have shooting. And that's what makes Westfield scary.
Yeah, definitely saw it with the freshman game, right? First half, Westfield cannot buy a three-pointer. Second half, they cannot miss.
Quarter. Fake the 3. Pull up midi. Why not?
Wow, what a shot from the kid. The pull-up midi. Peralta receiving instructions from Coach Young. The handoff from RJ.
Peralta's going to drive. Try to feed Rogers. Will remain with UC.
Love the look there, right? You bring some help out because RJ has to set the handoff. Ian wide open. Not wide open, but one-on-one opportunity down low on the post. That is barbecue chicken right there. Never mind. Blocked by Westfield. And then a silly foul given up by RJ, 65 feet from the basket. Coach Young does not want to see that. And indeed, he will come out.
Philistine back in.
He was definitely not taken out because of the layup miss, block. It was more so because of the foul, the silly foul that was given up so far away from the basket.
I mean, to be fair, if you're 6'6" and that wide open, you should probably just dunk it.
You definitely should, but, you know, Coach Young does understand that, you know.
Rogers called for the foul now.
Things like that can happen.
Maybe only 55 feet from the basket this time, though. And now Union Catholic up to 3 fouls, 2 in the last 10 seconds. Don't make it 3. Oh, slips away.
Union Catholic ball underneath.
Very aggressive Westfield team. When they don't have size, but they are very aggressive. Cut by Johnson is intercepted. Stolen away. And another rejection.
I mean, 32 has had a block party today. It'll be timeout Westfield.
Wow.
See how long for.
That is, I mean, this is a defensive masterclass by a team that remarkably outsizes you. You have been blocking them left and right.
You have. And honestly, it's kind of surprising that sometimes it's been one-on-one blocks. Like, it's kind of understandable when there's 3 guys on RJ and 1 guy gets the block. But one-on-one with someone who's, you know, 6 inches taller than you, that's really, you know, impressive stuff from Westfield.
I mean, think about it this way. RJ is a guy you don't expect to be blocked on varsity levels.
Yeah.
He is a guy you're seeing being blocked on the JV level. Christian is an athletic combo guard.
Yes.
And he is a guy that you're seeing getting, I mean, he is a guy you just saw blocked by, like, a guy pretty much my size.
Yeah, met at the rim.
I'm not that short, guys, by the way. But anyway. Sorry.
I mean, for Union Catholic,
it's been a defensive masterclass. Really.
Down 5 to a team that I don't know if they blew them out, but they definitely beat them handedly at Westfield. Yet when they come into the vault, having struggles to put this team away, just like they did with Linden away, you know?
Been absolutely struggling on offense here is the Vikings so far. I mean, only 16 points by a team that you've seen have very, very little struggles scoring so far this season. 11-1.
I mean, what a shame that would be to go 11-1. I mean, 11-0, and then go 0-2.
Right. No, I mean, 11-game win streak just to lose multiple in a row would be a shame.
To teams that you are much better than. Like, if they lost to an Elizabeth JV team, I would understand. That team was very, very high quality. But these teams, not to knock them, but Union Catholic clearly has a skill advantage here. And also, you know, an athleticism advantage and a height advantage. So,
no, totally.
Rogers on the ball. Nearly forces this turnover or a 5-second violation.
Floater off the bank, no good.
High points the ball is Rogers.
Rogers is such an aggressive rebounder. I love seeing him. Height almost loses it. Oh, and that's
unfortunate turnover there.
Yeah, there it is. Backcourt violation.
I was about to say, you know,
I mean, it's
height.
Sloppy turnovers, really. That has been their problem so far.
Yeah, I was about to say, height, you know, controlling the offense well, then turns it over. Unfortunate there.
I mean, this is how you started the game. Height tried to feed Wicks, and it just didn't work. And then you see something like that.
You know, I'd almost, you know, consider going for more 3 balls to pull Westfield out of their defense and open up more opportunities down low.
I mean, but it's got to be mentioned that, oh, Westfield out of bounds. It will go to UC.
Continue, Evan.
Anyway, has to be mentioned that Westfield has been guarding the perimeter very well.
Yeah.
There haven't been a lot of open looks for Union Catholic to get that 3-ball off. And throughout most of this season, this has been a team that's been feasting in the paint.
Yeah.
However, this has been a team that's been blocked a lot of times in the paint this game.
Yeah, maybe got to swing the ball real fast, get the Westfield defense moving, and then see what opens up. Take what the defense gives you, maybe stop forcing it down low as much. But never mind, what do I know? John Johnson on the block for 2.
You know, maybe we just...
maybe we should just talk about negative things about the Vikings so that they, you know, announcers jinx their way out of it.
I mean, listen, I'm just a broadcaster. Maybe this is why I'm not on the court.
I mean, what do we know? We're just 2 guys in the booth.
Yeah, I'm medically retired from sports. Back to a 1-possession game. Westfield still leads by 3.
That's got to be Jaden Tide-Steele. Ian does well to guard 2.
Corner 3 finds nothing but the wind. Will remain with Westfield.
Rogers forcing the air ball. Great defense by him. Offensive foul. Peralta taking an off-ball charge. That is a rare call, rare occurrence.
Way to draw it, Christian. And that, I believe, oh, right, I don't believe offensive fouls count towards that over-the-limit action.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, maybe it works differently at the college level. I went to a Seton Hall game. No, okay. I went to a college game, Seton Hall game. Very ugly game. They played St. John's. But offensive fouls do not count towards the bonus.
5 seconds left, and the Vikings turn it over.
Oh.
But there's a foul call.
Johnson fouled on the floor. He will go to the line for 2. Looking to cut the lead to 1 right now. Very important free throws right here.
And, I mean, really started by Peralta, right? Westfield could have held for the last shot there. Instead, Peralta takes an off-ball charge. Still don't know how Westfield gave that up. That is unacceptable by them. Poor execution there. But nonetheless, Union Catholic can convert.
Oh, that is Peralta is going to be fouled.
Oh, interesting.
I thought Johnson was fouled.
I thought so, too, because he was, you know, in the ball action. Peralta just passed the ball.
Who knows? Either way, he's at the line. It's up. It's down. After missing his first 3, he finally finds one.
Coach Young always wants his 2 guards in the free throw action and then the guy guarding the inbounder. Inbounder is Kendall, and he's got the 2 guards in Peralta and Height.
And he goes 2 for 2. When you need it most, he is there. Cuts the lead. Oh, and Height strips it at the buzzer.
Great job by the Union Catholic defense not allowing this potent Westfield offense to get up a shot at the last second.
There you go. I mean, Jaden Height really showing up when it matters. Hit that three from basically from Westfield High School at the end of the first quarter, and getting that clutch steal to keep the lead only at 1. I mean, this is one of Union Catholic's lowest scoring halves of the season so far. I mean, from what has been an incredible season from them, only 20 points in the half. Yep. Very, very interesting.
And I think it really stems from a lot of the times in other games, other teams have the height to compete with Union Catholic. In this game, Union Catholic really attacking the mismatches down low, hasn't converted, which is resulting in a low point total as of right now.
Right. I mean, they have not been able to finish around the rim.
Yeah.
That's been their struggle, and it's been a lack of shooting around the perimeter. It's been a lack of volume around the perimeter, a lack of efficiency around the rim. That's been the struggle.
Yep, exactly. Poor execution down low. But I really hope that, going into the second half, they will clean those mistakes up. Because if they don't, Westfield may walk away here with an upset victory.
However, I got to say that Westfield has been doing very well from their 3-ball.
Yep.
And then they have not been shooting very well from inside either.
They have gone dry a bit.
It's been an interior battle, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, but, it's a 1-point game. There's only one way to know how the second half will go.
Yep.
And that is to stay tuned. And we are back with the second half of Union Catholic versus Westfield JV. Union Catholic still down 20-21. And of course, it can still go anyone's way. We were all tied up at 16. Westfield goes on a little 5-0 run, but of course, Union Catholic brought it back with a couple of strong defensive plays at the very end. Wicks back in after a bit of a couple sloppy plays in a row.
Coach Young definitely heating that locker room. I would not be happy if I was him.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you were absolutely huge favorites going into this game.
At least -20.
Yeah. It's like Lions versus Commanders, then getting upset by 14.
You like any player props here or no?
I'm not a betting man.
I mean, I like the John Johnson over on the blocks.
Nah, that's a crazy rejection, right? I mean, what a way to start the half. Hustle right there. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. That was angry.
That was. Peralta nearly got the steal there.
Flips it out to nobody, but someone showed up. Trying to drive in on RJ Wicks is not a smart idea. Three ball, no good. That's the thing about these shorter teams, they will live or die by the three ball.
I mean, they almost got a second chance putback there. That's unacceptable by UC.
Io drives, finds the side of the backboard.
Blocked by Westfield, I believe. Maybe I'm just, hallucinating, but.
Almost fell uncontested. I think that was blocked by Westfield, yeah.
That had to be, I mean, wow.
Yeah, getting the scoring started for this.
The little guys can't get up, I will say.
Yeah, gotta say, this is. Wow, stolen away. If I see this guy dunk it. Travel gonna be called.
Now that's a bailout for Peralta right there.
I thought they were gonna call a foul. I was about to lose my mind. I did not think that was a foul. It was not, by the way.
But Coach Young will take it.
Altabelli and Height to check in. The dynamic guard duo that we've been seeing all season from this JV team.
Height wide open on the block. I don't think that they realize. It's too late.
Will remain with Union Catholic. I'll tell you what, I think Union Catholic's struggles with shooting the three ball has been how fast Westfield is to close out. It's been scary, honestly. That's the only way I can describe it. Floater no good.
Jinx.
Ain't that something? Well, anyway. Altabelli is stripped.
Height on the ball. Peralta gets past the screen well. Forces the miss. RJ the rebound. Height pushes.
Deep.
Out to Peralta.
Johnson wide open for three. Fouled. He will go to the line for 3 free throws, looking to tie up this game.
Hopefully he does better than when Peralta went to the line for 3.
Looking to tie up that game. Oh, this is the same game, actually, just a while ago. He's first. No good.
Prediction here. Let's see if I'm wrong. I believe Kendall comes in for Altabelli here.
His second. Also, no good.
Nope, completely wrong is for RJ. Thought it was going to be Kendall. He likes him on the press. Instead, it's Altabelli, trusting the two-guard lineup on the free throw line.
One of the smaller, the smallest lineup you're probably going to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Kendall is no midget, but nonetheless.
Are you allowed to say that word?
Am I? I apologize. Sincerely. Lambo, if you're watching this, please don't fire me.
Goes 0 for 3. And you jinxed it, Miller. Almost fires it right to the bleachers. Manages to keep it alive. That 3-ball from the corner. It's been good a lot this game. However, it'll remain with Westfield.
Coach Young,
that's our ball, ain't it?
About to become a lawyer.
I thought he was about to become LeBron during the bubble. That's our ball, ain't it? It will go to Union Catholic.
Altobelli pushes fast.
Kendall with some butterfingers.
Looking like Mark Andrews.
Oh, man, don't. Listen, if there are any hurt Ravens fans at home, I'm sincerely sorry.
Arav Patel, I know you're watching.
Arav, I sincerely apologize for Ryan Bokino, who's somewhere around here in the booth.
Silly turnover by Westfield. That might be one of the worst turnovers you will see today.
Covering up Union Catholic sins. And Peralta at inbound.
Out to Kendall in the corner. Altobelli sets up shop to Johnson.
He's going to drive. Kendall is going to be blocked. He will be fouled.
Love the driving dish there.
That's right. Union Catholic doing a great job of drawing the shooting foul this game. Kendall's first. No good. Drawing the shooting foul, however, not capitalizing on it.
Yeah, these free throws are killing the Vikings. I guarantee Coach Young, at the full-time whistle, will go into that locker room and show the team every single empty circle for every single free throw that they made.
That charity stripe will have a crater in it by the time.
Oh, it really will.
By the time we have another game here. However, Kendall makes his second. Cuts the lead to 2. Gonna drive on Peralta. Blocking foul, gonna be called on Peralta.
Yeah, Peralta maybe, a half a second late from getting set. Usually, a maestro at drawing charges, just not there.
He's a very smart player, however. Just a tad slow on that. Well, will be a foul on the floor, though.
Great hands by Peralta.
Making up for it.
New spot on the inbound. That is not a spot you want to be in.
The corner. Got to be the most awkward spot to inbound from. Peralta was jumping, but not for joy. Step back, wanted the 3, did not take it. Takes that 3, no good. Peralta gets that rebound. Behind the back, showing off some handles. Good drive up, stripped away. Oh, he keeps it alive. Heights got it.
Great recovery there.
Yeah, Johnson with it. It's Altobelli, it's Peralta from the corner. Decides not to take it. Heights gonna drive, feeds Kendall.
Nearly dunks it. Almost a standing dunk, very impressive. Instead, just lays it up and in. Off the feet from Height, that was beautiful.
And we're all tied up at 23. I wanted him to dunk that so badly I would have lost it, but I went silent because it was not a dunk. Corner 3. Floater finds the wind.
Poor job boxing out by Union Catholic. This might be a 4th chance opportunity here.
Altobelli keeps it alive.
Call it a 5th chance opportunity.
And rejected by Kendall.
I mean, that right there is a disgusting mix of height and athleticism on display.
Man.
Is that Rachel Williams?
What?
I mean, look at that volleyball spike right there.
That is, I see what you did there. I like that a lot.
Didn't get the reference at first.
No, I like that a lot. That's Union Catholic's all-time kill leader in volleyball.
And
now.
that was one heck of a kill.
That was one heck of a kill. All right, well, Union Catholic really turned it around on defense now. I mean, listen, Westfield lives and dies by the 3. We mentioned this earlier. And right now they're dying by it.
They really are.
I mean, you saw them just whiff 3 in a row.
Yep. First half they were living by it. Now not so much. It's gone dry.
Nah, really. And so you're seeing Union Catholic run it back a little bit. But we've seen 2 points from Westfield in the first 4 minutes of this third quarter. And 3 points from Union Catholic.
Yep.
In the first. All 3 come from the charity stripe.
Yep.
We've seen no field goals.
No field
from Union
goals.
Catholic,
No.
and 1 field goal from Westfield.
Yeah.
So only so much that can be said about the offensive games of both teams.
Yep.
However, defense has been great.
Yep. I think if you're Westfield, right, you want to focus on the defense first. You get stops. You push in transition. You get easy layups. If the shot's not falling, I wouldn't force it necessarily. I understand that it is their play style, so they probably are going to force it no matter what because, as you said, you live and die by the 3.
Absolutely. Kane back in for the Vikings here.
I love the way that they hustle on. The way that they jog on is like
they
hilarious.
come on. They come on together. You'll love to see it.
Almost like in a line.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Reminds me of Kirby. You know,
Stop
you get 2 lines.
Stop that right now.
Oh, how I missed the cross.
Kane. Kendall's putback, no good. Kendall's second putback is good. Union Catholic taking their first lead of the game.
Love the look from Jay, despite the miss. Attacking the basket hard.
Kendall gets 2 points and 2 rebounds from that. Swarmed.
Foul is called.
Who's it on? That's a real question.
It's really a roulette there.
That's going to be called on Kane. Yeah, it's really rolling the dice.
He probably just picked the guy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how do you decide there?
No idea.
There's contact everywhere.
Yeah, there was contact everywhere. A lot of it looked to be on the ball, honestly. It could have been called a travel.
Jay's got to high point that. Does hold the help,
Kicks it
though.
wide open 3. Living by the 3. Westfield takes back the lead. Interesting jump shot for him. Barely jumps on it. Just call it a shot.
Off the Johnson screen is off the belly.
Kane considering it. Doesn't want it. Timeout going to be called by Coach Young.
Yeah, I think Jay there was, weighing, maybe I make it, maybe I end up getting benched by Coach Young. I'll pass on this one for now.
Totally, yeah. He wants those minutes.
He definitely does, especially with the guard depth on this team.
Oh, man. The guard depth on this team really has to be studied.
Every minute that you have on the court, you have to make the most of it because if you don't, someone else will.
Totally. Oh, man. It's been a nail-biter of a game so far.
It has been. I mean, I don't think it was necessarily, that close at Westfield. Interesting how it is still close here. Union Catholic has not closed this team out, and Westfield really has a chance to win it here.
I mean, it's been an absolute dogfight on both sides. There's no other way to describe it. They've been fighting till the very end. I mean, Coach Young probably wasn't expecting to having to be playing every starter.
Definitely.
Till the very end.
Usually not what you see out of a Union Catholic versus Westfield matchup. That's more safe for, Roseland Catholic and Elizabeth. Versus Westfield, you're used to, offensive, shootouts like Chatham, SPF has. Not today.
Absolutely, nah. And you're seeing 4 guys right now who are, consistent starters. And Jay Kane, who's one of the first guys off the bench. Inbounds to Peralta.
I mean, Westfield's effort today on both levels has to be studied.
Really, yeah. I mean, their comeback on the freshman team, that is nothing short of a miracle.
After getting blown out at their home against Union Catholic earlier in the season.
Kendall's going to drive. Oh, in and out. Unfortunate. Wide open. It's good.
Looked like me cherry picking in 2K right there.
Do you have 2K?
Yes, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yes, me and Rob.
Yeah,
we're grinding that.
He finally convinced you to get it.
He did indeed. Altabelli setting up shop at the volleyball line.
He keeps trying to convince me to buy him VC. I'm not going to do it. Feeds Johnson. He's going to drive. Kane wide open in the corner. He loves this shot.
Automatic.
He loves it. I've been waiting to see him get hot on those.
Off the pump fake. Usually some hesitation there in the shot. Reflected in misses. Not there.
Snaps the net. Love it.
Makes it splash.
Oh, yeah. Travel call.
Foul is called, actually. Very interesting call. It'll be on Peralta. Wow. I thought that would be a held ball, at least.
Really? They're going to call that a...
And it was a shooting foul.
They're going to call that a shooting foul, too.
I don't know if there was a shot attempt. Was there?
Ain't that something. First free throw. No good.
chance to break the deadlock.
And doesn't.
Misses both. I mean, ball don't lie. Off the belly, bringing it up.
Kane in the corner. Think about it. Tries to feed Kendall. Cannot. It'll remain with Union Catholic because it went off a Westfield leg.
Love the look. The defense has to respect the three. You drive, you dish it to Kendall. Usually that results in a layup. Doesn't there, but it'll be Union Catholic ball underneath.
That's right.
Kendall in the corner. Out to Altabelli.
Feeds Kendall. Inside foul and one called.
What a look there by Coach Young. Off-ball pin down for Kendall. Cuts across the rim. Gets it out from Johnson. Finishes the three-point play.
Kendall not the well. He
hopes to finish the three-point play.
Not yet. He looks for a three-point play. Either way, Kendall not the biggest player you're going to see for Union Catholic, but arguably the most aggressive around the rim.
And arguably the most athletic, I'd say.
Altabelli offensive rebound. And now he...
4-point play, one could say.
You could argue it. And now you could really... Remember how you mentioned Ryan Gorski earlier?
Yep.
She's actually in the building now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's right over there. Union Catholic still leads 2. Okay, just passed it to Ian Rogers, who has not checked in yet.
He is now. Unfortunately, that was not the case 30 seconds ago.
Peralta checks out.
I mean, nonetheless, though, the Vikings did retake the lead there. Never
Yes.
a bad problem to have.
Sloppy turnovers are, however. Tries to finish over Rogers, who just sends it right back down.
Tall task, finishing over a tall man.
Right. Told him return to sender.
Coach Young pleased with the effort.
It's like me with all the junk mail I'm getting lately. I think it was me signing up for Red Note. Altabelli went for the steal. Kick to the corner. 3 ball's good.
I mean, wide open 3-ball for Westfield, but that is, understandable. Ian had to come off the help, had to come out to help off the weak side. Something that you'll live and die by Union Catholic. You got to come in and help. Get burned there. Altabelli puts up a 3 with 3 seconds left.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And drains it.
Why not, Tyler?
Ian did the one thing that he could not do there, which was come up and give up the help. Ian has to stay back there, protect the rim. Unfortunately, gets a little greedy, looking for the steal, does not get the interception. Instead, Westfield gets a layup to close out the quarter. Evan, what did you see there from maybe both teams that, is resulting in such a close game?
Well, I mean, we started off with a very, very slow third quarter. I mean, the first half of that third quarter, we saw 2 points from Westfield and 3 points from Union Catholic. However, we sped up. Very fast-paced action from both sides. I mean, now we saw the highest scoring quarter from both teams, without a doubt. Now we're all tied up at 35. And it's been fast-paced. It's been aggressive. We've seen blocks. We've seen steals. We've seen the 3-ball from both sides, which we hadn't really seen in the second half. The first part of that second half. Right. Sorry. And I mean, you love to see it. Really. This is beautiful action.
Yep.
These are some players that you're seeing on both sides that could get realistic varsity minutes.
Yep. It's not the dogfight that we were seeing earlier. We're getting the offensive firepower display that we really wanted to see, because that's what you come to see a Westfield basketball game for.
This is what you come to Union Catholic for.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, we are all tied up going into this fourth quarter, which, I mean, I don't know about you. I wasn't exactly expecting to seeing the score of the JV game last time. This is an incredible game, which I'm all here for.
Yep. I am a bit surprised that Union Catholic did not come out hotter. Coach Young is a very motivational guy. I thought he was going to have his guys more prepared, more ready to come out and blow this Westfield team out of the water. Instead, they're right in it in the fourth quarter.
Totally, yeah.
Not a critique on Coach Young, of course. He is an incredible coach.
No, Young, I mean, there's a reason Young's been doing this for as long as he has. How long has he been doing this now?
Man, I have no idea. It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. Altabelli turns it over. One-on-one with Johnson. Floater's no good. Rebound Rogers.
I mean, that turnover there, Coach Young has been coaching for a long time. He never likes that.
You don't like seeing turnovers. That's a general theme with basketball. Ian wants that mini fade.
Is that Hakeem Olajuwon out there? Wow.
That's what you want from your big is a post game.
It really is.
Yeah, baby. I see Colton over there, showing off a little post move. See a little Ian in his game.
Ian out on the perimeter. So is Kendall.
Wide open three, top of the key. No good. Second chance, wide open cut. Not going to take it.
The layup was there.
Drive, no good. Altabelli pushing the pace. Swatted, he keeps it.
Union Catholic has numbers. They should push. Ian open on the block.
Oh, foul on the floor. It's going to be called on number 0.
RJ will come into the game.
RJ into the game for John Johnson.
Wow.
Fourth.
What a lineup that is then.
This is a big lineup.
All 3 varsity swings on the court, maybe for one of the first times ever.
Potentially 4.
Potentially 4. We are unsure, but I have heard rumors.
Rumor has it Tyler could be your newest varsity member. I could see it. I could very well see it. Kane's going to drive. Wide open. No good. Wicks offensive board.
Puts it in.
Calm little putback. Wicks. That was not Wicks. That was Rogers guarding on the perimeter. Too many bigs on the court right now. You hear the cheer team. Our team is red hot right now. I don't know if you do hear the cheer team, actually. But I'll tell you, our team is red hot.
I mean, the fact that Westfield is getting anything going down low.
Weaving around our bigs is very impressive. You're right.
Despite 3 big men down low is just absurd.
Well, 2.5. Kendall, despite his aggression, is not the biggest guy. He's what, 6'3", 6'4"?
I mean, for a JV game, I'd say that is.
That's a decent size.
Yeah.
I mean, for
definitely.
a Westfield JV game, yeah, that's a decent size. Stolen away by Altabelli.
And is fouled.
Wow.
I mean, that ball went straight into his gut.
Yeah, I was stepped into the live stream area. We'll be seeing him relatively soon for the varsity game. Maybe we'll be seeing some key moves out of him tonight.
I mean, we definitely should. Massive height difference. Don't know if he has it in the bag yet, but we hope so.
It's strange because the one guy you don't see a height difference out of is the guy named Jaden Height.
That is quite ironic.
Very.
Surprised we have not seen him yet in this quarter.
Tries to feed Philistine, could not. I mean, if the lineup works, don't fail it.
I definitely agree with that, yep. Coach Young does coach Height, pretty harshly, but it's all out of love. He really loves Jaden Height.
Absolutely.
That is absurd that Westfield can get a cut that open.
Yeah, Westfield's ball movement is really amazing this game. It's the reason they've been able to keep in this despite Union Catholic's size, athleticism.
Skill. I mean, just advantages in every single department, besides maybe shooting.
No, this is an amazing shooting team. Peralta.
Throws up a prayer. I love the move, but maybe not the finish.
Throws up a prayer is not answered. Out in the corner. Kane closes out.
Wide open 3 in the corner.
Off his head.
Bang.
3 balls good anyway. And just like that, Westfield take the lead again. Timeout Westfield.
Yep, right there. Coach Young yelling out, seeing the play happening, yelling out to his team. RJ in the corner for 3. No one gets out of the corner. Kendall gets out a little bit late. Wide open 3. Relatively wide open 3. And Westfield drains it.
Funny part is that bounced off the kid's face, and then he shot it, and it went in anyway.
Really?
Yeah. No,
I did not notice that.
He caught it, smacks him in the face, shoots it anyway.
Wow, what a shot.
Money. I mean, that is grit right there.
Does the kid look at the assist if it went off his forehead? Or does the forehead get the assist?
No, the forehead.
Think about that, though.
No. There's nothing to think about.
I think there is.
I don't know if the kid can think straight because, you know, his head might be a little...
The CTE is setting in.
The CTE is setting in, but, you know, I think...
Evan, why do you think Westfield called a timeout there after making it 3? You know, usually you call a timeout to stop momentum. What do you think was going on there? I
mean, listen, Union Catholic's depth really has to be studied so they can keep their guys healthy. They don't really have that. You've seen these same numbers. You've seen 23, 33, 32, 0, 21. You've seen these guys on this court almost the entire game. They need their rest. And so getting that lead, they need to stall time. And so this is the way to do it. Oh, wow, interception.
And it works. Westfield brings the energy.
Altabelli, your QB1. Throws another pick.
Looking like Sam Darnold.
Oh, my God. 3 ball. No good.
Another offensive board for Westfield. Unacceptable by a Union Catholic team that is extremely tall. Steal by Altabelli. Here it out on varsity, sorry.
Altabelli diving for it. Johnson puts it in. Union Catholic takes the lead again, 43-42.
Great move by him. Love to see his aggression.
As a freshman, he is a very aggressive player.
And, you know, sometimes you forget because he does not play on the freshman team.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you're seeing 3 freshmen who have not touched the freshman court this year. Kane with the steal. Now, if you wanted to find grit, there he is. Midi fade, no good.
That would have
Kane
been
offensive
smooth
board,
if that
though.
went.
Johnson's going to hold it.
I would look to hold for a good shot here. No need to rush.
Kendall, post up, young fella. Oh, offensive foul.
Like I said, you know, no need to rush. Kendall saw a good look. I understand, you know, if you have a matchup you want, you should attack it, but at the same time, that'll be a turnover.
Well, you did mention how Jaden Height hadn't checked in.
There he is.
Does it now. He's John Johnson the 4th. Is he JJ11 or JJ4? JJ4 rolls off the tongue really well.
I mean, you can kind of pick, you know.
I like JJ4.
Like, you can say RG3.
Oh, that's true. That's so true.
Once he gets to the varsity level, I would like to see his number change to 4. Beautiful charge taken by the man, John Johnson.
Yeah, love to see it.
You know what else I love to see? I love to see Jaden Height on the court, you know, succeeding. He didn't have, you know, the best JV year last year. Now he has the keys to this offense, and he's done well with it.
Well, keep in mind, he was a freshman athlete the majority
yes.
of the season.
It was hard to forget that because, you know, I was playing with the man only on JV.
Altabelli was rejected. At the amount of rejections we've seen from this Westfield team is remarkable, honestly.
You wonder where it comes from, the block party.
They've been watching film. Yeah, they've been partying a lot. Peralta checks back in for Rogers.
What kind of party, Evan?
A block party, Miller. What?
That was like I was giving you a layup. What kind of party? A block party.
We just mentioned it, dude.
I was re-emphasizing it.
Oh, my God.
For comedic effect.
Johnson wide open for 3, decides against it.
Nearly a travel.
Feeds Peralta. He is fouled hard.
Peralta keeps his composure.
I thought Johnson was about to put up the most circus shot I've ever seen, and then I mean, just fed Peralta very well.
I mean, either a circus lab or, you know, he was going to yam it.
Oh,
never seen him yam it, but if there's a time to bring it out, it's now.
I think he can. Peralta's first is no good.
You know, the varsity theme is red, white, and blue. Not seeing too much red, white, and blue in the crowd thus far.
We're always supporting our Patriots, though.
Yep. If any blue crew is watching, you know, get out here and
support the troops.
Be in theme.
Peralta's second. In and out.
Free throws have killed him today. I will say that.
Absolutely. It will go to Westfield.
Aggressive press here.
I mean, you got to have an aggressive press at this point. When you don't have as much of a size advantage without either your 6'6" guys. Oh, could not hold on to it. Never mind. Wide open three. Live by the three. Die by the three. Kendall with the rebound. Christian in the corner. Size not to take the three.
They recover. They recover.
Kenzel. Johnson's going to keep it.
I like how Johnson calmed the guys down there, even as a freshman, showing maturity.
Totally. Being a mature player, especially at, oh, got to keep it alive. Kendall. Oh, wow, barely keeps it there. Nursing a 1-point lead. Kendall fires a three. Why?
I don't know if that's his shot.
Foul?
Coach Young hates fouls that are about 80 feet from the basket, but I think he disagrees with the foul call there. Not as disappointed as player as he normally would be.
Listen, call me blind, but I don't agree with that myself. Westfield take the lead. That looked all jump ball to me.
Union Catholic going down to the wire with Westfield, a team that they're objectively better than.
Altabelli fires a three. No good. Goes for the offensive board. No good. Oh, Johnson gets it. He's fouled. Late foul called.
He is taken out by the feet.
That is huge.
Looks like a wrestling match down there.
That puts Union Catholic over the limit for the first time this game. Any non-shooting fouls against Union Catholic will take them to the charity stripe. And despite how bad they've been shooting, this can be a real game changer.
Never a bad thing to be in bonus.
Absolutely not. This is an amazing thing for them. Johnson's first. It's good. We're all tied up.
I mean, despite their struggles from the line on the day, Johnson doing well here.
Johnson's been having a great game. I love watching him. I love watching his game develop. His second in and out. Unfortunate.
Kendall lucky not to have had an over-the-back call there. Shaden Height on ball.
Very aggressive press right now.
Westfield calls timeout there.
Oh.
Yeah, no, don't worry. No foul. No foul.
I was about to say.
It'll be a Westfield timeout. Let's see how long it was for. It will be a full timeout. The players will sit. So, Evan, coming out of this timeout, what do you think Coach Young and the Westfield coach are saying to their teams?
If you're Union Catholic, oh boy. I mean, really, it's draw the foul. You're in the bonus right now. You're off ball, draw the foul. You're on ball, draw the foul. You're anywhere, draw the foul.
Definitely.
You've got to play aggressive. Despite this, you've only had 2 fouls, and you've got less than a minute left. I don't condone violence. I've got to clarify this. Hold on. Okay. But you've got to play aggressive, especially at this point in the game. You've got neither of your bigs playing right now. Ian's off the court. RJ's off the court. You have to play aggressive, especially in the paint.
I wonder why Ian and RJ are off the court.
I mean, RJ's been having a very on and off game.
Definitely.
You can't afford to have him. But Ian himself has been having a great game.
Yep.
You saw him hit a midi fade. You saw him hit that Hakeem-style little hook.
Yep.
I mean, he's been doing well.
He's creating offense. I will say that.
Yeah, and he's been doing great on defense, too. That's got to be mentioned.
Maybe Coach Young just, likes the personnel he's got for, press break situations, pushing the break, transition offense.
No, totally. And so, we'll see what lineup he brings out of this timeout.
I always love seeing the lineups he brings out.
Yeah.
Because there's always a reason behind it.
See a little jog outs,
Yep. This time they will walk out.
Nope.
No, the jog is back.
It's a little half walk, half jog.
There wasn't much distance to cover.
Not at all. But we got the same lineup, actually. We got it. It's not small ball, per se.
Brent is guard heavy, you could say.
Guard heavy. Either way, you got Johnson, Altabelli, Peralta, Height, and Philistine. All tied up at 44.
3 freshmen on the court.
3 freshmen, 2 sophomore. That is a young team. The future of Union Catholic, despite many controversies, is very bright. Johnson on the ground. Jump ball called. Will go to Westfield.
Westfield crowd disagrees with the call, and Coach Young will call a timeout.
What more is there to talk about? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there was a full timeout about 10 seconds ago. Union Catholic gets a jump ball, and all of a sudden now Coach Young wants to talk it over again.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It was about 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Union Catholic maybe in that last timeout, they were, heavily talking about defense. Immediately get the jump ball, get the ball back. I guess now maybe they need an offensive full timeout. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you're Union Catholic right now, you want to score. I mean, this is a very impressive scoring team.
Yep.
You've maybe not the most consistent shooters, but you've got shooters.
You do have shooters.
And I mean, this is a very aggressive paint team. You've got Kendall out there, you've got Johnson, and you've got creative players out there. You've got Peralta, you've got Altabelli, who are creative players around the rim. Listen, you need to find the open look around the rim, and
Definitely.
If you can't finish, at least bait the foul.
Also, you don't need to force anything, right? You control your own destiny. It's a tie game. No need to rush. Might as well drain the clock out. Hold last shot. That's what I'd say.
Control your own destiny. That's right. I'm not that short, guys. Please. All right, well, either way, Westfield, they might be looking for a three ball here, which might be a little bit.
Oh, I thought Union Catholic had the ball. It appears to be Westfield ball out of the jump ball.
Oh, yeah, no. They did call Westfield ball.
That is my fault. That's interesting then that Coach Young called another timeout after just being on defense. I don't know what more there is to discuss there.
They are, in fact, looking for the three ball, and they hit it!
What a shot from Westfield. Union Catholic now has got to shoot a three.
Live by it, die by it.
Or you go for a quick two. Don't hate that either. Peralta will go, inspired by my advice. Never mind, out to Johnson. Out to Altabelli. Pump fake. 20 seconds remaining.
Oh, man. Johnson fouled.
Like the look. Not necessarily a quick two, but you left some time on the clock to work with. You make these two free throws. Down by one. Westfield gets the ball. Quick fouls. Get them to the line. Hope that they miss some. Then you got to run the offense.
Absolutely, yeah.
But, of course, it all hinges on Johnson making these free throws. Silence in the vault.
First is in and out. Second, looking to cut the lead to two.
This one's still key.
Very important here. It's good.
Another timeout from Coach Young. Once again, I mean, I understand this, different situation now. After Westfield hitting that three, you kind of got to talk it over with your guys. Discuss situational basketball. Go through some different scenarios. Make sure that your team is prepared and ready for whatever they might face.
Without a doubt. I mean, I don't know how much else there is to talk about during these timeouts.
Definitely, because there have been a lot of back-to-back-to-back timeouts. It feels like we have almost, read through every single storyline that there is to talk about in this JV game.
Absolutely. I mean, we've gone through Wicks not playing. We've gone through Rogers not playing. We've gone through living by the three ball, dying by the three ball, and right now, Westfield is living.
They are living good, beating this 11-1 Union Catholic JV team.
Oh, boy. I mean, geez.
What an upset that would be. And, I mean, Union Catholic starting to maybe not necessarily spiral, but a loss here would be killer for their, confidence.
No, totally.
I mean, they had to be on top of the world being 11-0, and now about to fall to 11-2.
Well, no other way to figure that out until we see the end of this game. So, we get back into the action here.
Westfield allowed to run the baseline here after a Union Catholic made bucket. Quick foul given up. Like the idea.
Smart play.
Definitely hammered home by Coach Young. That was probably an intentional foul.
Absolutely.
If you had to guess. 2 fouls left to give until Westfield is in the bonus.
How many free throws have we seen Westfield take this game?
Not many, and I feel like they've made almost all of them.
Have we seen them take any?
1 or 2, I believe.
Who knows?
But yeah, the free throw line has not been a common vacation spot for Westfield thus far.
And just like that, Westfield is in the bonus. They go to the line. Within 3 seconds.
I mean, that's efficient. You like not bleeding too much clock.
Efficient for not the wrong reasons, but not exactly the situation you want to be in.
Definitely no. Because now Westfield has a chance to extend it to 4, 2-possession game.
You got yourself an intense ball game here. First free throw's good.
The vault letting him hear it. Is not phased. Ice in his veins. This is a key shot.
This is definitely a key shot. It's good.
This changes the game for Union Catholic.
Man.
You no longer need to force a 3 necessarily. Now it's all about the clock. You've got to go quick. You've got to get a quick 2. Coach Young probably burns his last timeout. I cannot imagine he has more timeouts in the bag.
He spent 3. How many do you even get in a half?
I don't know how many you get in half. Does it reset?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 3.
I believe you get 5 or 6 total.
In a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 3.5.
Yeah.
And I can only assume that you've spent at least 3 in the past minute. And so, yeah, he's out of timeouts.
And I'll be really interested in what lineup he puts out here because defensive presence does not matter at all here. You're going straight for offense. So we might see Jay Kane. We might even see Derek Gonzarowski.
Do you put your best players or do you put your best free throw shooters? That's
a good point too because up 4, Westfield can let Union Catholic bleed out some clock, then foul them.
So the question is, do you put? Okay, so you
no lineup change whatsoever.
You do put all your guys. I was gonna say, do you put a guy like Jay Kane who doesn't really miss free throws, or do you put a guy like Christian Peralta who shot 2 for 7 today? 28% from the free throw line.
Yep, including an 0 for 3 trip and an 0 for 2 trip. Altabelli goes quick.
Volleyball line 3, nothing.
But it works out.
Kinda.
Quick pass, but the clock does not stop.
That's the end of the game. Westfield with the upset, maybe of the century.
It really was. I mean, at the same time, it kind of could have been predicted that this team was on a downward trajectory. Obviously, Westfield not nearly as good as this Union Catholic team at 11-1, but nonetheless, they will fall to 11-2.
Wow, 2 upsets in a row we've seen. Freshman game, really. I mean, up 13 at the half, and then the upset. Freshman team moves to 7-5. JV went from 11-1, a close game the entire game, and now loses by 2, moves to 11-2, and now varsity. After, what was it, a 27-point win against Westfield last time?
And who knows how big that victory was over Prep.
Who knows? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out how the ending of this triple header will go, and that is...
Stay tuned.